Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're out at the barn and we're going to be upgrading the IBC Tote goat shelter. Last night we had a pretty windy storm roll through and revealed that this goat shelter is not going to hold up too well in that case. I also made a hay feeder out of this and the lid kind of blew off, so I might need to make a stronger latch than just that little wire there, but otherwise the hay feeder is no problem. It held up. This thing, on the other hand, is too light and flimsy, so we're gonna have to change that. I've been thinking about it and trying to figure out how I'm going to reinforce this goat shelter with materials that I already have here on the property. And I have this flat pallet board here, that little pallet skid that I was using to just cover the duct door to give them a little bit more privacy and darkness. But we're gonna have to take it from them because I think it'll work for this goat hut. We put that on the bottom. I think this will fit on top. Like I said, we had a storm roll through last night. It actually gave me all 275 gallons in my tank, rainwater harvest tank up behind the barn. So we got a little bit of a deluge. So before I go too much further working out here, I'm gonna get all the birds fresh hay. I've been trying to use up, as we get closer to spring, all this mulch hay. That's no good for feed, it's just all bedding hay. Been trying to use it up from the duck pen here. So I'll be spreading that out, but we got some eggs. Look at this. Chicken? No, chicken. Get back out. Get back out, Gina. Bonnie, you know better. Try and keep them out of here. They'll run straight over and scare the ducks. But it's nice that the ducks are all starting to lay together. Look at this. What do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 eggs right here. That's nice. And I also put in some boxes and wheels here to see if the ducks would lay in any of these. And we have a taker. So this is just like the chicken's nesting box. I just put it in here and one of the ducks started to use it. I do have 12 ducks, but 5 of them are jumbo Pekin ducks and they're not the best egg layers. So some of those lay every other day. So I'm typically getting 10 eggs a day, sometimes more. How you doing, Mumbles? Yesterday I set aside some scrap wood that I think I can make work to make this upgrade. Just set some of these furring strips here and then some ripped 2x4s. I think that's going to work good for the base. Puppy, grab one of them. We'll get a scoop of grain for all the birds so I can work in peace out here, huh, ladies? Huh, Pop? Hey, ducks. There you go, ducks. Here, chickens. I always leave a little special pal for Mumbles. Guys, that's for Mumbles. So the audio might not be great right now outside because whenever we had that windy storm last night, our whole road lost power. So all the houses have generators out and it's making a bunch of noise. None of the houses around me lost power, just the ones on our road for some reason. So yeah, they're still working on that. It's been about 15 hours, no power. So we did actually have a loss in the fish room. If you watch the aquatics channel, we did have a loss on one of the koi. 3 of them jumped out of the pond, and I was able to save 2 of them, but 1 was too far gone. So you'll be able to see that if you watch the aquatics channel, link down below. But today we're out here with Puppy and the chickens, and we are going to be upgrading this little goat shelter. And once the goats get too big for this shelter, I'll be able to use it for dragging behind a chicken tractor. So I want to make sure it's secure and can handle a little bit of predator pressure or even just weather, because the wind just blew this thing all over the pen here and I want to try and secure it down a little bit. We're gonna let the chickens scratch around. Puppy's gonna watch them and I'm gonna work. Alright, I got the framework done here and my neighbor's generator just shut off. So I'll tell you what's going on. I got the ripped 2x4s framed around the outside, and then I'm going to sit that right inside that frame and then take some smaller screws and tack it into the frame from the inside. So once I stand this up, it'll be attached all the way around and actually be secure. It won't be all flimsy on the bottom there. The goats will have that little ledge to step over, which will just help keep the bedding in from blowing out. So we'll get this attached and then we'll start my upgrade number 2. Brilliant. These screws are actually for metal, but this is going to be the best screw I have for this. It's for metal to wood, but it's going to work really well for the plastic to wood. It's got this little rubber gasket, which will help hold the plastic on from ripping through the screw. Space in there, bud? You got enough space in there, puppy? Good boy. Think it'll work? Think it's gonna work for him? Alright, it is puppy approved. Let's get you out of there. Okay, we got it secured to the ground now. This is a solid little structure here. We can push it around and it'll be a lot harder for the wind to blow over now. And any animal's not really just gonna walk right underneath either. So we actually have a solid structure here, but we do have a clear structure. So to make this a little bit better for the goats and get them out of the sun whenever they come in here, we're going to put a roof on it. Which it just so happens I was cutting some metal for the goat hut I'm making in the back of the barn, the bigger one, and I have an extra piece from those pieces that I cut over. Good boy. I'm gonna grab that one and use it for this project. Right down here. Not these short ones, but this one. I think it's probably perfect. Hey birds. Hey ducks. Okay. Huh. It's actually kind of short. It fits perfectly over the top of it, but I'll show you. I wanted it to hang over the front like that to give them a little bit of shelter from a little bit of blowing rain, but then that would take away their back shade. So I'll have to get a new piece. My ducks, you all resting. I put that little skirting wall up on their fence so they can get out of the wind, and I love that they're using it. I'm RG. What are you doing, Pop? You trying to play with Bonnie? You trying to play with Bonnie? Alright, I didn't want to, but I'm going to use 2 pieces. I really wanted to overhang that door and give it the extra protection that that short piece won't give it. So I'm going to have to use 2 pieces to make it long enough, because I don't actually want to cut a longer piece to then make it too short that I can't use for the goat hut. So that's what happens whenever you're using a bunch of scrap materials and just materials that you have available to you, and not going out and buy new things. You have to kind of think of your different projects and not short one project for another.
free. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see.
How am I gonna hold this and screw from the top?
From up here, the world seems small.
Just screw from the bottom first.
We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
And there it is. Good boy, good boy. You were demonstrating the thumbnail, huh? But I got the roof on. I couldn't just screw the roof directly down onto the plastic. It would just not have enough material to grab onto. I put a furring strip on both sides of the plastic so I could sandwich the plastic and give a nice solid base that I could screw the metal down onto. So I think this is gonna work out really well for the baby goats and any animal that I put in after it. Let me know what you think of this IBC Tote shelter upgrade in the comments down below. Love to hear what you think and if this might help you around your farm or homestead. Hey Spot, hey Bonnie, how you two doing? You wanna go check out the new shelter? Huh? Hey babe. How you doing? All right, that's all for this one. I am enjoying getting everything ready for the homestead this year. If you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe down below. I have 3 other channels you can check out in the description below as well. Subscribe to all of them. You'll get everything coming out from Whitt Acres. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.